Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio, everybody. What is going on? It is Galeriot here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Battle Chronicle video. And today, we are going to be recapping everything that was shown off in the live reveal for the first anniversary of Dancro, and we are going to be breaking it all down. Of course, we did a live reaction a couple of hours ago, which you guys can go and check out. I did a full-on live stream covering everything that was shown off in this live stream. Of course, from the Danmachi Battle Chronicle first anniversary info to the season 5 info, we did it all in that live stream. But in this video, what we're gonna do is basically a TLDR. I'm gonna go over everything that was announced in the live stream, and also along with that, whatever they've shown off on Twitter as well, basically, and also on the website as well, to give you guys an idea of what to expect for the first anniversary and what more they could do for the first anniversary as well. Now, of course, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content. We're going to be uploading a bunch of videos over the next few days, and in fact, today, this video is dedicated to Dancro's first anniversary. There will be another video dropping later on today, talking about the entirety of what was shown off season 5. So be sure to get subscribed. Of course, it would be truly appreciated, and let me know in the comments section down below, what do you guys think about the first anniversary so far based on what they've revealed? Do you guys like it, dislike it? Do you guys think they could do more? What do you guys think they should do for the first anniversary outside of what they've announced as well? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say down below. Of course, now that, it's been a couple of hours, the adrenaline has cooled down a little bit. Of course, when I first saw everything, I think 95% of me, I should say, was super excited. There was a little bit of me that was a little bit skeptical about one or two things, which I'll get onto in just a moment, of course, right, as we progress through the recap. But a majority of it was super exciting, and to be quite honest, I still feel the same way. I think a lot of it is super exciting, but there is that one or two things that I'm not the biggest fan of, which we'll get to in just a moment, like I said. Let's start off with the recap. Let's talk about what they showed off in the live stream. So first and foremost, they went over all the 5 images that were being distributed on social media, right? The hints, right? The Immortal Evil Dragon, 51st Floor, Belle and Diva, Scandal, Goddess of Beauty's Charm, and the Aphrodite Familia emblem. Now, of course, we knew that Aphrodite's Familia was going to be involved in some way, shape, or form thanks to the last 2 hints. And then thanks to the first 2 hints, we knew that it was going to do something with the Cadmus and the 51st Floor, right? We knew that it was going to be something along those lines. So immediately after that, they decided to drop the PV on stream. Now, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to watch it together. We're going to watch the first anniversary event, Diva Harmonia promo video. Now, I'm going to bump it up to 1080p, get that beautiful quality going. Make sure that the closed captions are on as well. We need it in English because we're English speaking. Of course, we need it in English. I'm going to lower the volume just a teeny tiny bit. It should be fine for you guys. I'm going to make sure it's tuned to perfection for y'all. Let's play it and let's take a look at the English promo video. Original work and fully overseen by Fujino Omori. Now, Omori did tweet out after the live stream that he had written a lot of the sections for this. So it's not just that he's overseeing the project, but he's actually written a lot of it as well. So he is fully involved with the first anniversary of Dancro, which is exactly what we want. So thumbs up there, of course, right? Okay. So this I knew about. We kind of expected this to be the case, that, it's gonna be kind of basing it on an old age story of Cadmus. And then, yeah, a sword and a song appear resisting the devastation. We're gonna create parallels here. It's gonna be creating parallels here. The Supreme Diva and the Hero Cadmus. Oh, so the hero was named Cadmus, and then they gave the dragon the name Cadmus instead. Okay, interesting. That's a bit of an interesting twist to give. But yeah, that's the look of Cadmus, which is going to be very interesting to see how it looks like in-game. This tragedy is still passed down as a heroic tale. Hey, so that is our first look at the brand new character, Harmonia. Somebody we've not even seen in Danmimo. Aphrodite in the background as well. Oh, by the way, before we get into anything further, Rie Takahashi is voicing Harmonia, which is chef's kiss, one of my favorite VAs. She's done the voice acting for Megumin from Konosuba, Emilia from ReZero, Mash from Fate Grand Order, Hu Tao from Genshin Impact. She's done a lot of stuff, including a bunch of other shows that I could also name as well. She is one of the best VAs to have existed, to be quite honest. And her coming into Danmachi finally as a character for Dancro, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They managed to get a fantastic character here, VA for this character here. Plan the best date ever, darling. I love how I didn't even notice AIS had the potato popper in her mouth as she was walking. Hey, Aphrodite's back as well, and we get to see her 3D model as well, which is amazing. The time of the actress is over. The return of the nameless dragon in Aurario. Why is there a dragon in Aurario? Run, Harmonia, run. There you go. A never-ending tragedy. Help me, somebody help me. I just realized that I didn't have it at full screen. My bad. 1 second. There we go. And we get to see the skills of Belle and AIS. So, Belle is an adventurer, AIS is an assist. Protect everyone, my hero. I swear on your tears. There we go. So that is the PV for Diva Harmonia. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it looks amazing, the story. And of course, you know, Mori's working on it. So of course, it's going to be amazing as well. I'm very much looking forward to it. Also, you guys got a bit of a teaser of what's to come in terms of the some of the changes coming up. But yes, so Harmonia and Aphrodite are going to be units, playable units as well. They said that they will be releasing them after a while. It's going to be first Belle and AIS are going to come in. They're going to be the adventure and assist. We'll be doing a breakdown of them later on in the future. They did show off their kits and everything. Both Belle and AIS are wind attacker units, basically. So Belle is a wind attacker adventure. AIS is a wind attack assist. So I was wrong. I thought they were going to be electric. I'm not going to lie. I generally thought that they were going to be electric. It is a bit weird that they were getting a wind unit already so soon after the wedding banner, right? But that's the way it is. I mean, I will say this. Belle looks amazing, to be honest. Like, he generally looks really strong. And some of the stuff that he does is ridiculous, in all honesty. Especially in his range. He's got field effects going on as well. It looks really strong. He looks really, really strong. And look at that range and the field effect as well. Woo! It's gonna cook. It's gonna cook. But again, I'm gonna break it down in a separate video that'll be dropping tomorrow or sometime later tonight if I have the time. I'm gonna try and get as much content out today as possible, including the breakdown for these characters. But yeah, like I said, Harmonia and Aphrodite will also be available to summon for at a later date. We don't have that date right now, but they will be available at a later date. Now, the thing is, with this being a two-parter celebration, there is a very good chance that, you know, this is the part 2 and we might get them at a much, much later date. So like at the end of September or something like that. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to hope that it's a little bit sooner than that and then we get some more characters. I would love to get more characters than just these 4 as well. I would like to get 2 more characters at the very minimum if possible. That would be amazing if they end up doing that. We also have some new scene cards coming in. So the left-hand side scene card is the reward scene card. It's probably going to be the one that we get from the event. And then the right scene card is probably the summonable scene card that we will see as part of the Gacha banner with AIS and Belle most likely. Now, we didn't have a look at what the banner is going to look like in terms of, you know, is it the only scene card or how is it going to be and stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, this is the first thing that they mentioned about the event, and it was regarding the ranking event. So they've mentioned that there will be 2 ranking events, a familiar one, which will be the same as normal. It'll be high scoring based. So whatever your high score is, it'll add up to the familiar's total score, and your familiar members will have to all set a score to basically get that, you know, familiar rank higher. So the familiar event is the same as always. No difference there. The second one is quite different. It is still an individual ranking event. However, it is using stamina for one, and two, it is cumulative. So this is where I'm kind of dicey and a bit unsure on how this is gonna go, because if this is an unlimited attempts cumulative event, people are going to use their stamina and potatoes to just keep doing runs again and again and again, and it becomes less of a test of skill but more of a test of how much can you grind, which is not fun at all. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that there is a limit to this. We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not a fan of it. I am not a fan of this at all at this moment in time. I'm a little bit skeptical about this, to be quite honest. If there is a limit to it, let's say 10 runs a day or 5 runs a day or whatever it is, similar to what it used to be like, right? What the old event ranking used to be, I will be okay with it. But if there isn't a limit to it and it is just as many runs as possible, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I mean, I'll grind a little bit, but I'm not going to go out of my way to keep grinding again and again and again and try and set good scores again and again and again. I know I have 200 plus potatoes. I have a lot of potatoes. And I think a lot of other people have a lot of potatoes as well. But I'm not really in a competition with them to see who uses the most amount of potatoes to set a better score, right? I'm not interested in that. I don't have any intention of doing that. So I hope that there is a limit just so that it incentivizes the skill side a little bit more than the grinding side. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not a big fan of this one. This was where I was like, we'll have to wait and see on how it goes. Now, this is the other one. This is increasing the event medals if you get either Bell or Eyes in the team. So you're basically going to get more drops effectively, which is super nice, I suppose, in one way as well. It makes farming a little bit easier and stuff like that, right? Of course, you know, we always want that. I mean, scene cards will help as well, but like having the units also help will be really good as well, considering previously it was only scene cards. And so if you pulled the unit, it was like, well, I can't really farm more because I didn't get the new scene card and stuff, right? Which is a damn pain and an annoyance. There was a letter by Rie Takahashi, you know, thanking everybody for, you know, being so supportive in the production committee and of course the development team, also telling people to look forward to her performance. She was super happy with it and she's super excited to see everybody's reaction to it, basically, right? Again, Rie Takahashi is one of my favorite VAs. I would highly recommend checking out her other works as well, as Amelia, as Megumin, and so on and so forth. She is very versatile. So seeing her as Harmonia is going to be absolutely brilliant. It is going to be absolutely brilliant, and I cannot wait for it. We also have our first look at the Abyss. The final version of the Abyss is coming indeed. This has been something that I've been saying is going to happen. I've been saying that the first anniversary is going to bring our first full-on Abyss as well, and it is coming. It is indeed coming. They've already mentioned that, you know, the teams are going to be of your choice. As you can see, they're using the SR units. We're going to be able to use our units, the ones that we prefer using. Of course, I hope the rare drops has increased, as you can see on the right-hand side there. But basically, they talk about that there's, you know, gimmicks, there's dungeon exploration. It's a lot of fun. But more importantly, they also showed off the brand new limited battle items you can farm. And when I say battle items, I mean battle items. There's 8 new battle items that you can farm from the Abyss. Now, I said this in the live stream as well, and I'll say it again. I really hope this means we can get locks of training, because 8 battle items and resetting all of them is going to be pain. It is going to be pain. I hope everybody's mentioned it in their survey, and I hope people will mention it in another survey that's coming up as well if they don't include it. But the Abyss needs to give locks of training, or something has to give locks of training. It's kind of annoying now because, you know, we just have so many of these battle items, and so many of these battle items are going to be so good. And because we don't have any locks of training, you know, we're not going to be able to, you know, lock the, you know, characteristics that we want. And it's going to be a case of like, okay, we have to just try and get as close to really good as possible and then just stop, kind of thing, you know, which is a huge pain. It's a huge pain. And especially if they go away, it's a case of like, fuck, then I have to kind of like, you know, have saved up as many, you know, resets as possible until they bring out the locks of training. So I'm really hoping that they do drop in this Abyss. We're gonna have to wait and see. They didn't make any mention of it, which is a bit of a shame in my opinion, but we need to see them adding it. But I love the idea that they've got 8 battle items. You know, this is something that's going to be massively beneficial for us, and I'll come on to why it's going to be super important for people to actually farm all 8 of these battle items. they're all going to be very, very important. And it's why I'm also saying blocks of training is going to be super imperative as well at some point in the near future, if not immediately, to be honest. And also along with that as well, the reason why this is going to be so replayable is going to come on in just a moment. And the reason why I said, like I said, the battle items are going to be super, super important. So let's go on to that in just a moment. But first and foremost, let's talk about another change coming up, and that is the adjustments to the ability board, in that there is going to be a brand new ability board. So we already had one ability board, right? Each unit is going to get an additional ability board on top of the pre-existing one as well. Now, I don't know if you need to finish off the previous one just yet. I don't think they've made a mention of that on this post, but basically they're gonna drop a brand new ability board page, basically for people to do all over again. And a lot of it includes basically stuff like movement speed. It seems like special move technique cooldown, as you can see right there in the 5th and 6th columns. So it does seem like we're gonna see a lot more important stuff there. I think movement speed is gonna be absolutely massive for some units, right? So we're gonna have to wait and see. This is gonna enhance the character's performance even further, and it's gonna make things like, for example, well, not MSS, I was about to say on MSS, Uncharted Battlefield, raids and so on and so forth, so much more important. And I'm really hoping that they maybe give us more ability board fragments because of this. Or alternatively, maybe something that would be nice as well is potentially making it a little bit easier to, increase and decrease the amount we can combine. Or the way I'm talking about it and what I mean by that is, first and foremost, quality of life wise, let us click +10 on that. Please, we need a +10 button for when we combine the materials. So that's one. Number two, they really need to reduce the cost of the combination of fragments and stuff. From 5, it needs to go down to 3 or 2. Like every 2 small fragments or 3 small fragments needs to become 1 medium fragment, not 5 small fragments becomes 1 medium fragment. That's too much. It ends up becoming way too much, and it becomes a bit of a problem there. So hopefully they reduce it in accommodation of the fact that we're getting this additional ability board. I really hope that's the case. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, the reason why I said we are going to need to farm all battle items is now that every unit is going to be able to equip 3 battle items. Not 1, 3 battle items. So far, if you look at the game, we can only equip 1 battle item at any given moment. Now you can equip an additional 2 battle items. So it becomes even more important for you to farm all of these battle items and try and get as good or as better of a battle item as you can get before, they go away. It's going to be very imperative. It's going to be very, very imperative. You're going to be able to get the passive skills. You're going to be able to get the stats. So yeah. Now, the thing is, I think what's going to happen is you're only going to be able to use the first one in terms of in battle. You're only going to be able to use the first battle item's active skill, but the other 2 battle items will give the passive skills, so the characteristics, and also the stats. So effectively, whatever battle item you want to use as the primary, you want to keep that as the first slot. And then the other 2 take up the other slots to give the characteristics and stuff. So like, for example, I would probably use the rabbit, like they've shown here, the rabbit earrings in the first slot to be able to get the dodge cooldown and stuff, potentially, right? Or if I want to use the Ushiwakamaru weapon as a way to basically generate some, easy critical rate and stuff, right? And some attack powers. So yeah, that would be the way I would go about it, to be quite honest, if I really wanted to set it up for these units. So keep that in mind when you're setting up the battle items. You're going to be able to put 3 now, not just 2, and not just 1, sorry. And the first one is going to be the one you can actually use in battle. Now, along with that, one of the things that I was very surprised about is that they've also introduced balance changes for both Ryu and Hermes together, which is massive. I think that is absolutely huge. Also, let me just increase the size of my face cam, because I just realized that during the live stream we had reduced the size. So I'm really, really tiny in the bottom left corner. But Ryu and Hermes are both going to be getting some buffs as well, which is going to be it's going to be huge. It's going to be so huge as well. I mean, especially Ryu, from what I saw, she's getting a better movement speed. She's getting some more damage to her ult, some more range on her ult, and her skill 1 as well. It's going to be very, very exciting. Her attack speed's going to go up as well. I think she's gotten a huge buff. Ryu has gotten a decent amount of stuff going for her, which is amazing to see, of course. It is absolutely amazing to see. On the other hand, Hermes basically has effectively helped you get the special move cooldown reduction effectively, or the amount of energy you need for your special move cooldown has gone up, or she gives it a little bit more basically. You'll see what it does. It basically helps you get your special move up a little bit faster basically. So that's going to be pretty cool as well. Love to see them adjusting and balancing these units. Of course, we need to see it for other units as well, like your Fire Reveria, Fire Mikoto. Of course, these will need to happen. They will definitely need to happen. Now, one of the biggest changes is coming to the game, and this is, I think, the one that everybody has been waiting for, and this is the one that's the most game breaking one in my opinion. They're changing the gacha system. The gacha system is getting a massive overhaul entirely, and it is looking very promising. It is looking very promising. So instead of the current system where you get medals basically to then use to exchange for like the tickets or the characters and stuff like that, that is going out of the window. They're now introducing a points-based gacha system, basically where for every multi you do or every summon you do, you gain 1 gacha point. So for every single summon you do, you get 1 point. For every multi you do, you get 10 points. Now, if you're using paid Selas, you get 2 points for a single and 20 points for a paid multi. So if you're a spending player, you get more points than a free-to-play player. So obviously, I think a lot of people will be frustrated at that, but considering the prices in the game and everything, I think you might argue that that is somewhat fair, and it also incentivizes people to spend a little bit more as well. It's not like, technically, we're being negatively affected just yet, and I'll come on to why in a moment, but this is huge, in my opinion, because of the changes that are coming up in terms of how much everything is going to cost. So basically, you're able to get all the rewards. As you increase in points, you're getting all the rewards. You're not just sticking to effectively, oh, I have to pick this. No, I have to pick this. Okay, I can only get the scene card for 150. Okay, I'll get that. Okay, I have to get this ticket for 80. Okay, I'll get that. No. You're going to get all the rewards as you progress through. So at 20 points or 2 multis worth, you will gain 3 all-encompassing Falna, which isn't that much. I absolutely understand that. At 4 multis, you get a mystical Falna. At 8 multis or 80 points, you get a new scene card that is on the banner, of course. And then at 160 points or 16 multis, you get a new character exchange ticket. So you can choose whichever character you want at 16 multis. So the multi or the pity cost of getting a character of your choice has gone from 20 multis to 16 multis. However, and this is where the however comes into play, depending on the individual that you are and your perception of the tickets that we used to get at 8 multis. I don't think we're going to be getting that anymore. I think that's gone completely out of the window, and it's now just, this is the structure. Now, for me personally, I would have preferred if we had a ticket chance at 4 multis. I think that would have been fine. It wouldn't have been too damning, and I think it would have given a lot of the players a good opportunity to get a potential chance at a unit, a shot at a unit. Now, a lot of people may feel happy about this or disappointed with this, and I think a lot more people will be disappointed by the fact that that chance has gone. But I do think there will be people happy, because I know so many people who got burnt on that ticket. People who tried summoning for that unit and lost that 70% chance, or lost on the 50-50 chance when it's a single banner unit. So in that sense, you could make an argument and say that this is technically better, because we're getting the guaranteed unit at 16 multis. It's not 20 multis, it's 16 multis. It's twice that of the pity ticket, 80 pity ticket, but at least it's guaranteed, and it's a bit shorter than the 200, right? There is that. The other beneficial thing I think a lot of people will be happy about is the fact that the rates are going from 6% to 8%. So right now it's 3% for scene cards, 3% for adventure/assist, right? URs. Now it's going to be 4 and 4 most likely. So 4% for guaranteed, not guaranteed, but 4% chance for a new UR scene card, and 4% chance for a UR character. So again, I think it'll depend on the person, on how they perceive that. Obviously it's going to be much better, of course, right? 8% is way better than 6%, of course, right? But I think it's going to be hit or miss, the point system. For me personally, I think it's a good thing overall. In my personal opinion, I think it is better overall. However, I do think as well, that, you know, the ticket would have still been nice. I think at 4 multis or something, or even at 8 multis instead of the new scene card. I think if they gave us a chance at getting the character instead, still would have been nice. But let me know what you guys think. I'm quite curious to see what you guys have to say down below about the point system. Do you guys think it's better or worse? I think overall it's better, right? Instead of the 56,000 you needed for pity, you now need only 44,800 Selas, and with every month giving you basically like 25,000 Selas across a lot of the events, login bonuses and everything. You know, getting to pity is going to be, you know, it's going to be a case of, you know, something you'll do in 2 months time basically, right? Which is completely about average for a gacha game. Every gacha game has it. I don't think I've ever seen a gacha game go faster than a month and a half for pity. It's very rare. So this is about right for the gacha system. And also you get a choice. You get a choice, and with the raids going up as well, you'll have an opportunity to get the unit anyways as well. They'll probably increase the featured rates most likely as well, is my guess. I'd hope so. At least I'd hope the featured rates go up with the UR rates going up, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Now, for the 10th, or for the first anniversary specifically, I was going to say 10th anniversary. For the first anniversary specifically, the UR rate is going to be 10%. So they're generally increasing the rates from 6 to 8% anyways for future banners to come. But for the anniversary specifically, it is going to be 10%, not 8%. So that is going to be mahusive. That is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, along with that, we're going to be getting 3,000 Selas as the login bonus on the 14th of August, which is when the anniversary will begin. We're going to be getting 20 of these draw tickets as well, which is going to be absolutely massive. Again, I can't wait for the login bonus to hit us, of course, right? It's going to be huge. We also have the this free gacha going on as well. That'll be starting later tonight, actually, as well. I don't know if we'll get our first ticket tonight as well, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, one of the things that a lot of people have been asking for is happening. You will be able to pick one of the older Hestias for free. You get 5 exchange tickets. You can exchange it for any of the 3 Hestias, the Fire Hestia, the Electric Hestia, or the Earth Hestia, your choice. Personally, I would recommend getting the Electric Hestia, especially because of Artemis and stuff, right? She is amazing with her. So getting the Electric Hestia will be massive. You could also just get one of each and then maybe save the last 2 tickets for the Awakenings for one of them. Up to y'all. Personally, I would go for the Electric Hestia, to be quite honest. The Electric or Earth Hestia has to be priority because the Fire Hestia you can get from the regular gacha pool, right? So, in my opinion, getting the Electric Hestia should be priority, then the Earth Hestia, and then last, I would say the Fire Hestia. That's how I would personally do it. Now, of course, if you don't have the Fire Hestia, you could just give it a shot and just go for it. But, I mean, with the free gachas we're going to be getting and everything, right? I would probably just wait to see if you manage to pull the Fire Hestia before spending your tickets as well. We are also going to be getting a rerun banners for the last few limited time units, excluding Wedding and Golden Time. We are getting Earth Bell, Earth Chigusa, and all of these cast members back. Valentine's Ryu is coming as well. Earth Bell and Earth Chigusa will be starting on the 28th of August, so we still have a couple of weeks before that comes out. I would recommend summoning. I'm not gonna lie, low-key, like, it's just, you kind of have to, but of course, look at your Selas count and then make the decision. I mean, also wait to see what, you know, Wind Bell does and everything before going in and just summoning, right? I would highly recommend you just wait and watch. But like, Earth Bell coming back is massive. Of course, the first time he's coming back. First time the Valentine's units are also coming back, but they're not here until the 25th of September. So you have more than enough time to make a decision there. Yeah, the anniversary seems to be going until the 10th of October, by the way. It seems like it's going to be going until the 10th of October. We are also getting a free-to-play scene card as well. This was from the Discord contest, which, of course, you guys remember I was a part of. I unfortunately came effectively runner-up. I came second, third, or fourth. We don't know. They didn't give us they didn't tell us who came second, who came third, and who came fourth. They just told, you know, that there was this winner. Areku is the winner, and his scene card got selected. This is a scene card. Very nice. Love to see it. We'll take a look at what it does in just a moment. We actually know what it does, which is pretty cool as well. But yes, so yeah, this is effectively a rundown of also what we're going to be getting as well, which is pretty massive as well. In terms of the shop, what we're getting in terms of the shop reset, basically some major stuff is coming in terms of the shop. So this is whale territory stuff, you can actually choose one of these characters if you want, one of the time limited characters. So you can actually pick up Earth Bell if you spend on the pack as well. There are some extra tickets as well, guaranteed UR tickets, and some ability board stuff, some potato snacks as well, which is pretty massive. But again, like I said, I think just getting a choice at, or a free bell, well, I say free, a bell for just like that without having to summon or anything or go to pity is pretty massive. I mean, if you are a spending player and you didn't get Earth Bell, this is it, man. They've definitely nailed this pack insanely. It is crazy. The paid or the Selas bonuses are going to get a reset as well, which will be super nice for those spending players as well. And they're increasing the amount of free gems you're going to be able to get as well from the paid Selas pack. So you're actually going to be getting more Selas, free Selas specifically as well, which is going to be pretty cool. Another Discord campaign is going to happen where you can give more stamps as well. Unfortunately, if you're an English-speaking audience member, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get it, sadly. But yeah, now, of course, they're giving a quick rundown of everything that was announced in the live stream, which is all well and good. We've seen this already. So let's move over to the website now. So let's go quickly over to the JP version of the website, because that actually has a lot more information than the English version for some reason at this moment in time. So we'll use the Japanese version of the website to get an idea of exactly what is happening. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the first anniversary campaign right here. We obviously have the anniversary free 10-roll gacha. It's going to be available later tonight, like I said. You also get a choice of who you want to pick up from these, Hestias, basically Fire Hestia, Electric Hestia, and also Earth Hestia right here. This is, you complete the missions basically, right? So basically, okay, so completing the first anniversary missions, you get the Red Hestia completely for free. And then after completing the second and subsequent missions, you get 5 tickets that you can exchange for this. So you can actually get A5 Hestia for free, basically. A5 Fire Hestia, because you get that first copy and then you can, exchange for 5 more. I wouldn't do that. I would get the electric one. Just get the electric one. Personally, I would definitely do that first and foremost. The anniversary scene card giveaway is happening as well. They're going to give this in the missions side of things. And it's exactly like the manga scene cards, where you can increase the amount of CP you get when you equip this scene card as well, which will be quite nice as well. There will be a surprise login bonus on the 24th of August. And it will give you a UR Adventure Gacha ticket. Now, the thing is, based on this image, maybe it'll give one of these units. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see it. I feel like this is a misleading image and it's just a general UR Adventure ticket. We're going to have to wait and see, but I seriously doubt that we're going to get one of these characters in this ticket. They're not going to give a free anniversary character like that. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. There's also a mission for all users to compete in. So this is something that you'll want to do on social media. I will leave a link to the website down below in the description so you guys can go and check it out. There is going to be content campaign as well. So you want to do Abyss, Uncharted Battlefield, and United Final Battle to get all of these rewards. So you want to get you can get a memory crystal, you can get a rainbow bond, you can get 3,000 Selas as well, you can get 3 mystical fauna as well. It's pretty good. It looks pretty good, but you have to do these events basically. And they even mentioned like all of these as well. So from the 14th to the 21st, we're going to get our United Final Battle immediately. Season 10 is going to come in. Then we're going to be getting, and that's a week, basically, a week-long raid. We're going to get another season of Uncharted Battlefield immediately. Then we're going to get Abyss as well at the same time on the 14th until the 10th of October. And again, like I said, I think the 10th of October, or 9th of October, I should say, is the final date for the anniversary. So it's a 2-month anniversary basically. Then we're going to get Uncharted on the 21st to the 2nd, and then 2nd to the 15th, we're going to get another raid. From the 9th to the 19th, we're going to get Uncharted Battlefield. There's a lot happening. We're going to be getting a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 events, 7 times 3,000. That's 21,000 Selas right there. Well, I assume Abyss will also give 3,000 Selas, but that's 21,000 Selas right there. If Abyss gives, let's say, 1,000 Selas, that's still like 19,000 Selas basically right there, which is insane. That is basically half of pity right there. And not to mention, along with the 3,000 Selas in the contents as well, that's another 3,000 login. There is a code as well, which I'll talk about later on in the video as well. That's a lot, man. There's a lot of Selas right there. We're also getting a development campaign as well. So starting players will be able to get major rewards here, and also existing players, because they're going to increase the drop rewards from the story quests and the upgrade quests by 3 times. And along with that, with the upcoming anniversary update as well, the upgrade quests will also be able to be skipped. Finally, we can skip upgrade quests. Now, before you ask the question, I don't know how that'll work for the Valis quest. I don't know if it's going to be like a standard number you will get or what it is, but we'll have to wait and see. But we can finally skip the upgrade quest, which is massive. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for that. So that is obviously very, very huge. And that is all that's coming to the anniversary at this moment in time. Of course, I do think that there will be some more stuff as well. But yes. But yeah, they've mentioned it here as well. With the event quest, there will be 2 ranking battles as well. One being the cumulative one, which I'm a bit hesitant on. The second one is the Familiar Festival, which is exactly the same of, setting the highest score, basically. That's about it. There's nothing too crazy there. We already knew that was going to be the case, basically, right there. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything else at the moment that I have to go over necessarily and immediately. Of course, there's more paid Selas here, as you can see. They're resetting everything, and also they're giving more free gems as well. The AIS, or the global client, is actually giving more free gems to accommodate for the currency exchange rates and stuff, right? But yeah, it's pretty cool that they're resetting it and they're giving us more Selas as well. That's gonna be pretty massive as well. Now one thing I want to do really quickly as well before I go any further is let's go to the English side and let's go over to the special website, because they have a new special website as well that we have to take a look at. Of course, it looks very pretty, I must admit. It looks fantastic, and it also gives you a good idea on like what the story is going to be like, basically. So you can see a nameless dragon, evil dragon, was birthed from the dungeon. Sword and song rose to meet up the threat. The hero Cadmus and a peerless songstress who sings miraculous verses. At the end of their arduous journey, the duo used their power of song and sacrificed their lives as heroes to vanquish the evil dragon. To this very day, their tragic fate is still shared as a heroic tale. I really hope they put an emphasis on the songs and music then, because this seems like it's a very music-focused storyline. So yeah, you have all your characters here. We'll have a look at, each character's info. As you can see, Maelstrom is the land of the opera. It's where Aphrodite's familia is based in as well, it seems like. Harmonia as well, we can see that she is the leading lady of Aphrodite's grand theater troupe, not her familiar captain. Doesn't mention her being the familiar captain. So yeah, so keep that in mind as well. So yeah, there's campaign. You can also go and take a look at all the old stories that we've had as well. This is pretty cool. I really like this as well. And that there will be also a report card tallying our activities, which is going to be pretty fascinating as well. Now, along with that, there is a code here as well that you can use to basically gain 3,000 Selas. I will be leaving a link to it down below in the description as well. I will be leaving a link. I will be posting the code in the description down below. Along with that, if you are a player on PS or on if you're a player on PlayStation or iOS, Apple devices, you have to come onto this website. I will be leaving a link to this website down below in the description as well for you guys to basically take a look at and, obviously input the data, because once you use the data, once you input your player ID and serial code, you will gain the rewards as well. So don't worry about that. That is something that you will be able to get as well, and you'll be able to take advantage of as well. But yes, I think that's about it from my end in terms of the recap of everything that was announced for the anniversary. Let me know what you guys think as well in terms of the overall anniversary so far based on everything. I know there was a lot to digest. Like I said, I liked the anniversary rewards and everything overall. It is insane. There's so much to come and so much to do. I'm looking forward to it massively, and I cannot wait to see what is in store for us in terms of the story as well. I'm a huge fan of course, of Mori's work, so seeing his story in game and of course seeing the brand new character in Harmonia, Aphrodite for the first time in Dankro as well, will be amazing. The pity changes look good to me. IMO, I think overall it's going to be more beneficial than it is harmful. I think especially I know that people will be disappointed about the ticket loss, but I think overall it's going to be better, generally speaking. The rates going up, I think, is the most important thing. I think 8%, like it's a 2% increase. It may not seem like a lot, but it will make a difference. And 10%, of course, for the anniversary is even better. It's even better. So let me know what you guys think overall in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my capabilities. Of course, let me know your thoughts as well. Again, Season 5 recap will be happening later on tonight as well. So be sure to get subscribed as well for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.